I saw were lights in the sky, and I didn't know what to do. So I ran.
Hello, everyone.
My first line was more violent than MJ's. Hopefully, I was appropriately volumed so you could hear me.
Is Celeste able to speak?
Oh yeah. Celeste hasn't spoken a word yet.
You can hear. And she's not only appropriately volume, but she's also appropriately lighted as well now too.
Yeah, that's good. I think we just heard her.
I'm just appropriately booktubed today.
It's appropriately booktubed.
All right, we got a few people here.
Already.
Yeah, cool.
MJ's here.
Hi.
Hey, MJ.
Parallel time.
Hello, MJ.
Hi, Constance.
And we have our Constance as well.
Yeah, Constance is our constant.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get to that episode yet. That's next.
It's coming soon. It's coming soon.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We're beginning. You okay?
Garrett's in the inside jokes. He cracks himself up.
Yeah.
Look at him.
You got to enjoy life, haven't you?
That's the way to see it.
So today we are starting our discussion of season 4 of the greatest television show of all time, Lost.
Oh,
wow, that's a big introduction.
Greatest television show.
Intense.
Are we watching Farscape together?
Sorry, I usually qualify that as one of the best. One of the best television shows of all time, depending on who you talk to.
We're watching the shortest season of that television show, so it should go quick. Yeah.
And we are this was what, the strike?
Yeah, it was because of the strike, from what I remember.
So this
we're watching them ultra fast as well, aren't we? So
yeah.
That also helps.
Probably only have like 4 of these actually, right? For season 4. I think season 4 is 14 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gosh. That seems like a chip.
Including
it's like 9 episodes short.
Yeah.
And actually the end it's actually a 3-part finale that's split into 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Dave, you're froze on my side.
Oh.
It's called There's No Place Like Home.
There you go. You're good.
I forgot to turn my Wi-Fi off. There we go.
Okay.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think actually the shorter season probably works in this case though, because there's no filler from what I remember in this season. It's all just
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are appropriately defrosted.
It's the best episode.
I hope this live stream.
Which one? The Constance? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Well, although that would suggest that Constance is rattling ahead because she's watching it for the first time.
She likes to sneak ahead a little bit.
Sometimes she sneaks ahead. She's allowed to do it.
Isn't she always ahead?
Yes. Not
we're always behind, Celeste.
Or we're behind. Yeah.
We're always behind.
That's a good way to see it.
So, what do we think before we get into the specific episodes? What do we think about the start to season 4, just generally?
Fantastic.
I like the fact it goes straight on from where we left off. It doesn't go cut.
It's just a complete continuation from the season finale.
That's true.
Right. Completely different though, in its own way.
Yeah. So
it sets up a new star, new plot, new characters, obviously, all sorts of things going on.
With the very first episode of the season, the woo factor is dialed up to 11.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is pretty woo, but it almost feels like it goes back to that season 1 almost like disaster vibe thing. It's very action, like, all right, the guys are coming in to save you, but they're not gonna save you, and like,
Yeah.
So it's
there's still a lot of mystery to it.
There's a lot of mystery to it, but there's that original element of just disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a bit where Dan says Dan says rescuing you isn't really our primary mission. I was like, brilliant. And he's like, what? What are you doing then?
And so with this season, we have our for over on as an overall thing, we kind of have our shift into flash forwards instead of flashbacks.
That's a big change.
So that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
And
except in episode 2, which were flashbacks. Then we go back to the flash forward.
That's true.
episode. Because the new characters.
New characters, yeah.
I think there's still going to be flashbacks, no?
Flashbacks of the original characters going.
Yeah, they're flashbacks for the new characters.
Yeah, maybe not the original ones.
Possibly forward in time, right?
I thought they were flash forwards now for the main characters.
Oh, the main characters maybe, but for the new ones, there are definitely flashbacks to come.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the fact that second episode. I don't know. We are not doing an episode by episode, but it's nice this general chat. But the flashbacks were all 4 of them in the same episode.
Which I thought
was
good.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you need to know this much about this guy. You need to know this much about this guy. You know, and I thought that was really cool. And we definitely see more of, because I know that I don't know if it's this season or later, but you definitely see more Dan stuff. I don't know about Miles, how much Miles stuff we're going to see.
Oh yeah, no, we got a lot of Miles stuff.
More stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of Miles. I'm having trouble remembering much of Frank and Charlotte.
Frank Lapidus.
Frank is awesome.
I love his character.
Cool. I mean, in terms of like, did we have a flashback for him?
We had one in the episode.
It was him when he was looking at the news of the plane being underwater.
Oh, yes.
Pilot, and he's like, "That's not him."
Yeah, right. I was supposed to be on that plane. He said,
"Yeah,
which is great."
Yeah, right.
But he clearly knew the pilot that was going to. That you know, he's like, "That's not him." You know.
Yeah.
Which obviously increased the mystery about what the hell's going on with the sunken ship, sunken plane, even. That'd be weird, a sunken ship.
The sunken airborne ship.
Yeah. But
so let me ask: when you guys think of Lost, the new characters that we're introduced to now, like when somebody asks you about your favorite show and you think about the cast, do you incorporate these people in the cast as well?
Yeah,
are they that important? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't notice, but I know on Hulu, when you pull up each season, they'll have like all of the cast members like in a line on the shore or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't stop to look to see if these new characters are there as well. Or if it's just
I think in the credits, I think they're listed as guest stars. So I think the impact on the show and the way they're written and the acting and stuff like that, I think that's what means a lot to the viewers. But I don't know if, in general, the show saw them as main characters.
Well, certainly going forward, it would be hard to think of the show without them. Like, I can't think of the show. I can't think of the show without Miles.
And Dan is huge.
And I'm still getting to learn them. So Dan is the pilot.
Dan's the one that always looks confused, going, I think maybe
he's the physicist.
Yeah, the physicist.
Yeah, he's the physicist.
Guy. Okay, the guy I thought was Henry Thomas from ET.
Yeah, he's not.
Looks a bit like him. It's fair enough.
A little bit. And then, and his last name is Faraday, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. That's not an accident, is it?
Yeah.
And the pilot is Frank Lapidus.
Is that an anagram or something?
Yeah. I don't know, but Jeff Fahey is obviously quite famous. Before he gets to this point. So obviously that incredible Stephen King adaptation, The Lawnmower Man.
That's who that is. I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, wait a second, I know who this is. I know this guy. He was he also in Psycho, like 4 or 6 or something like that? Was he in a Psycho?
He's been in lots of things.
I think he was. Because back in the day, he was kind of borderline hot.
Yeah, that's why he was in the Lawnmower Man. I think.
Oh wow, that was.
But I like his look now. I like his look in this. But yeah, that's the pilot. And then Charlotte, don't know if she's famous as an actress before, but Charlotte's obviously
she's in something. She's in something.
She was in she was the Wicked Witch in Once Upon a Time, I think, or she was one of those characters in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. Okay. That's a show we can talk about for a bit. And then obviously Miles has been everywhere, isn't he? Ken Leung. Ken Leung. I've seen him in loads of things. Yeah. But someone, that guy that analyzes episodes, he said he doesn't like Miles, and he said he's permanently angry, and he is, and he is always angry. It's really funny, but very sarky. And I like, what was it he said in the first episode? I think it was he was in the first, when he said something like, "You don't seem surprised that we're from the Oceanic Flight 815 or whatever," and he was like, "Oh, okay," and then he went, "Oh, you're from." Somebody took the piss. And he goes, "Is that better?" And then he carried on walking. He's so nasty and sarcastic. It's funny. He probably plays that part a lot, I guess, in different things because he's good at it. He's good at being angry.
But it's
because he's got all these dead people in his head, I suppose. So it makes you angry, doesn't it? I don't know.
It's awful daughter.
She could have been. I don't know.
I don't watch that.
Oh,
we do know that Mouse can hear the dead and speak to the dead, so probably really loud on the island.
It's going to wind you up, isn't it?
He's a medium.
Yeah. So, MJ, I got a question for you. Oh, sorry, did I cut you off?
No, go ahead. I was just going
to. Knowing what you know now, are you Team Locke or Team Jack as far as getting rescued goes?
My heart of hearts.
She has a definite opinion.
Wow.
You got something to say? You got something to say about that? Hey, you got something to say about this?
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Locke.
No.
I'm Team Locke because I think Jack sometimes doesn't see the full picture. He sees the immediate, gain that he can get from making decisions. And Locke is kind of taking a step back and looking at the whole thing. So after watching all 3 episodes of season 4, I am Team Locke.
Okay.
Yeah. As of right now.
Even after Hurley's like, "I should have stayed with you, Jack."
He said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Although Jack doesn't look very happy though in the flash forwards.
Well, to be fair, he never looks very happy.
No.
I mean, Hurley says that, but he's also all right. So let's get into it, right? So this is the first. This is the Hurley-centric episode.
Yeah, Hurley-centric, yeah.
The beginning of the end.
With the Starsky and Hutch opener.
Which was awesome.
This is actually episode 73.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really? We watched 73 episodes.
Wow.
That's mental.
Yeah.
So that's like 3 full days of watching television for an hour every single day. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember I've done that before. Yeah. I think when Jess was little, I was sitting on my lap as a baby, and I'd just watch probably Babylon 5 over and over again while she's asleep,
So for me going into this episode, right? So Hurley's in this car chase. He gets stopped by the cops. He runs, and I'm like, why is he running? And then when they push him up against the wall, he's like, "I'm one of the Oceanic 6."
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm trying to figure out, okay, so from the island to the modern mainland, what has transpired? And that's where all the flash forwards are coming in. But in my head, there's this huge gap, and it's not making sense. There is
a huge gap. It's not just in your head.
Right.
Yeah.
And my mind is trying to put the pieces together, but I don't have all the puzzle pieces yet.
Well, that's the thing about this show, particularly at this point. It is a puzzle. You get a few pieces here, you get a few pieces there, and you have to put it together. I remember my first thought when he said that the first time I watched it is, okay, I know 3 of them. Who are the other 3 in the Oceanic 6?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was trying to figure out myself this time when when I was just thinking, who's
same here. How crazy is that we can't remember?
Yeah,
it's like pretty significant. But
so do I know all of the 6? Because I didn't really put that all together.
You shouldn't, as of this episode.
No, you know the characters, but you don't know which ones are the other 3.
Right. So they revealed 4 to us so far.
Correct.
After all 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's
Garrett, Yeah.
There's two characters you don't know, but it's pretty obvious, I think, in my mind, who those two characters would be.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a theory that one is Sawyer, but I don't know.
Who do you think the other one is?
He is with somebody that Jack knows. I know that.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So, hold on, I'm being stupid here. So we know it's Kate and Jack and Hurley. Who's the fourth one again?
Saeed.
Saeed.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was in.
Yeah.
So your
So
guess is... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was only to say, I think I am remembering one other one, which I won't say, but I think I remember one other one because of the way they do the other parts of the plot. But I can't remember all six.
So your guesses, MJ, are Sawyer and who?
I only think Sawyer right now. I don't know who the other would be. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I know who the other one is. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. No, I do remember now. I remember all of them now.
Right. Okay. So Hurley freaks out, right? So they show this car chase and all this stuff. Hurley freaks out because he sees something at the convenience store. And we don't get what it is until the end of the episode as to what was at the convenience store. And he runs in, he sees Charlie.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
like,
what makes
okay. Okay. Knowing that we kind of said goodbye to Charlie on the island, seeing that, I'm just like, oh, here we go.
Exactly.
Here we go. Here come the theories and here come the notes, you know? So, okay. Hurley says on the convenience store and freaks. Is it a ghost? This is what I have. I said, is it a ghost? Is it a vision? Is it a rip in time?
Mm-hmm.
And then the cop that interviews him in the jail is the cop that was Ana Lucia's partner who had a fancy for her and asked Hurley, oh, did you know Ana Lucia? And he denied it. He denied her existence. He denied knowing her. And I'm like, why? Why would he? You know, is there a reason that I don't know? Is there a reason I don't know yet that's going to be revealed?
You can
reason is you have yet to find out.
Without giving anything else away, I mean, you can think about what happened at the end of this episode when Jack goes to check on Hurley when Hurley's playing basketball.
Yeah.
Play a game of horse and he goes to check on him.
Yes.
And what does he, Hurley asks him, why are you really here? And
I
remember what he says?
I don't remember.
He asks him, you're coming to check that I'm not gonna tell. And Jack says, are you?
I don't. Okay, wait. I'm looking here. Hurley, I'm sorry that Jack stops Hurley. Jack stops Hurley at the mental health place pre-beard. And then tell what? Hurley is sorry that he went with Locke. Should have stayed with Jack. I don't think we did the right thing, Jack. It wants us to come back. What is it? That's what I have written down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just before that, Dave's talking about him saying that are you still okay with not revealing something? It's very vague what the dialogue is, but it's like you're not going to let on anything.
Hurley suspects that Jack is there to make sure he's okay enough that he's going to keep his mouth shut. And Jack confirms that, yes, are you going to keep your mouth shut?
But why do you have to keep your mouth shut? That's why.
That's coming.
What's he got to keep his mouth shut about?
It's just barely possible we'll find out eventually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but at this point, for me, it's almost like I'm going through like a trauma bond with this show. Do you know what I mean? So much that's happened over the first 3 seasons, and all of a sudden I feel comfortable with where I'm at. And now season 4 comes out and rips the carpet from underneath me, and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, from just this episode, I think we know clearly 6 of them made it.
Yeah.
But there was something about them making it where they couldn't say anything.
Right. Okay.
About themselves and the other survivors and their friends. It sounds like they are probably still on the island because we can pretty much get that from his talk with Charlie when he's saying they need you.
Yeah.
And we also have that fake lawyer He was talking to Hurley, and he says, "Are they alive?" You know.
Yes.
Yeah, and so.
And the fake lawyer, we learn later what his role in all of this is.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a huge space where I didn't write anything, and I bet that's where it was because I was just like, "What?"
It's such a great beginning, season 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg's here. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Well, you lost his train of thought.
Join the club. Join the club. Watching this show. Okay, so I have some questions that I kind of wrote down just in thinking. Is it a situation? Is it a situation of what happens on the island stays on the island?
Kind of.
Is it that 2 timelines are bleeding? There's 2 timelines that are bleeding because there's a rip?
I can't imagine anything like that would happen in this show. So.
Okay. Okay.
No, this show is dedicated to being realistic.
Yeah.
No. Well, let's touch on this a little bit. So Hurley goes to, he runs into Jacob's cabin, right? He sees some shit go down and then he just runs away like he never saw it. He wishes it away, it's gone, and then here comes Locke. So the cabin isn't there all the time. So it appears when people want it to appear, and it's
a mobile home.
It's a teleporting one. And then it has that circle of, special dirt or whatever. Like, are we keeping timelines safe? And you know what I'm saying? I'm saying there's a little bit of occultism in here,
Did anybody see a person in the rocker this time?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about, Dave.
Okay. And that's, let's see. I think that those are, and then I have our island people put into 2 teams.
Yeah.
Because, people are picking sides. And I was like, okay, who's on what side? And then this episode ends with Jack and Kate are at the wreckage, and then the helicopter, and then the guy gets out and says, "Are you Jack?" And that's basically how the episode ended, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great premiere. My favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
But there was so much. Like I finished the episode and I'm like, oh my God. Because now I have to deal with our friends on the island and now future friends on the post island, the Oceanic 6, and the gap in between as to what happened that we don't know about yet and how they're all dealing with things. And we have the 2 teams back on the island, right? And there's a switching of allegiances and loyalties and all that kind of stuff. It's wild. It was a lot. It was a lot packed into 42 minutes. I'll tell you that.
Well, especially as the show is deliberately making the flash forwards really vague.
Yeah.
So unless we have the advantage, we know, but look, when you're first watching, you're like, what? Right. Every few minutes, you go, what? Yeah. So that's deliberate.
I'm still running with the theory that Hurley's brain has something to do with this. Has something to do with it.
Yeah. You mean like everything?
I don't know if we're talking a snow globe deal, but definitely something. There's something. There's something.
Oh man, who told MJ about the snow globe?
Seen elsewhere.
Garrett, spoilers. I thought it was pretty. This was pretty. I say genius, but the way this is really like forced you to shift your mindset. Because this show up until this first 3 seasons, it's very action packed, and you're constantly, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And then all of a sudden, this is like they forced you like you're lurching forward in a stopped car, right? Like you just lurch way ahead, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, all this stuff just happened to my people. What happened to them?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like now, so all of a sudden you're desperate to find out all this stuff that has already happened now, you know, and it was kind of, it kind of throws you for a little bit of a loop, you know?
It's almost like season 1 was all about survival. Season 2 was self-preservation. And now season 3, we're back to survival, but in a different way, post-island.
In season 4?
Well, we're in 4 now.
Or season 4. Yeah. But we're kind of doing that.
See how much you got thrown for a loop here?
I know. I know. But we're kind of doing that progression, you know, about what the vibe of the show is like this season. Like what's the theme of this season? Oh yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I know I could say something about what I think the theme of the season is, but that will spoil it because we're only a few episodes in.
Then don't say it.
I'm not gonna. I'm just saying that I think there is a separate theme. But...
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a wild first episode.
I've got some notes on episode 1.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say the best part of this episode we haven't talked about is when Hurley just says, "You know what? We're gonna get rescued, and I just want a cannonball."
Yeah.
It's such a Hurley thing to say.
Yeah.
And Bernard too. He's just like, "Do it, go."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another Hurley thing that I wrote down. I love when Hurley throws the walkie-talkie into the sea. He just grabs it off someone and chucks it in as if going, no, we're not doing that. I think it's like Hurley's since Charlie died, Hurley's much more forthright and decisive, you know.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting. The first thing I wrote must have been really early in the episode. So I love Russo whacking Ben, saying she's not your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, that was such a good. Didn't she do that in the last season though? She whacked Ben. She finally got whacked Ben after 16 years.
Yeah,
that must have been awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah. And then Sawyer was really sensitive to Hurley about Charlie. That was a really big moment, I think, because that's showing how Sawyer's developing and really important part of what was happening with Sawyer, really. And then I love how the show keeps flipping expectations with Naomi. So, you know, you think, oh, she's come to rescue. Oh no, hold on, she's a bad character. Oh no, hold on, she's doing that now. Yeah, I thought that was really good because obviously she lies to her people for them at one point. Yeah, so what was that going? You keep wondering what's going to happen next with her, which I thought was good. Jack pulls the trigger on Locke. A very different Jack to season 1. Yeah, so obviously he didn't do anything, but the fact that he fired is really important part of Jack, isn't it? Because now Jack's clearly lost. He's not got patience or whatever. And then I've got a quote here. Oh yeah, I'm listening. That's right. I think it's from Hurley. Yeah, Hurley. Written consistently. Yeah. So I wrote. I'm listening to my friend. I'm listening to Charlie. So that was when they're saying. I think he's just trying to tell the group, why are we doing this when we should be doing this? Because this is what Charlie said. He refers to not Penny's boat. And then and I wrote, Hurley's written consistently, always sounds like Hurley, and is always written well. So those are my last notes for the entire week.
Wow.
The most interesting thing I thought about this episode is shifting to the woo, you know, in that we did have a genuine visit from Charlie, and we know it wasn't in Hurley's mind alone because the other guy saw Charlie first and pointed him out to Hurley. It's like that guy staring at you, and he said, and there was the ghost of Charlie. And I think that's legitimately the ghost of Charlie who came to visit Hurley. And then we have
what is it?
In speaking, we have a character who could literally talk to the dead later on. So I think that's a pretty significant shift to the supernatural tone of the show, which is, I think, why Gareth didn't mention it earlier.
We've got, I don't know if it's episode 1. I think it probably isn't until episode 2. I'm not sure. But we've obviously got Miles and Dan on the show. And Dan's very he's a scientist, and his whole story is science, and Miles is very woo and very talking to the dead guy. So both of those are kind of big parts of Lost, aren't they? So
because they're all related, you know. Science and woo aren't that far away from each other because science sooner or later defines the woo. Just saying.
On television, anyway.
In real life. In real life.
It's interesting though, because I just realized now that you said it, it kind of echoes back to Jack versus Locke, the whole science versus woo thing. That there are two new characters that are also they're not they're not up front in opposition. Like they are working.
They're working together. They're on the same team. Those two.
They're on the same team,
but they're on the same team with different skills or whatever.
Well,
they kind of exist in two different worlds. One lives in the science world, and one lives in the woo-woo.
Yeah, they seem to have different objectives, sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
They have their mission, but you can tell, at least for now, you can tell Dan is kind of there, like, I'm here to do the mission, but I also want to figure all this sciencey stuff out, type of stuff.
Yeah, because when was it? I don't know which episode's what now because I didn't make any notes. But
sorry, it might have been in the next episode.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of Miles. Sorry, there's a lot of Miles stuff in the first episode. I think, from what I remember.
Yeah.
But there's more Dan stuff in the second episode. I think when he's trying to configure. He's like he tries to get that.
His experiment is the third episode.
Yeah, is that third?
That's the Saeed episode.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he's left alone with him, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, not left alone with Saeed, but he's left alone with Frank and Jack, I think.
Yeah, but just circling back to seeing Charlie there, that was interesting because I think that's the first time where we've seen a number of these instances on the island, which we know has the woo, where the people have seen individuals, ghosts of individuals that aren't there, and now this is the first time somebody that's been on the island is back in the real world, and then they're seeing ghosts that somebody.
Also, on the island, we don't know that those ghosts were ghosts.
Correct, and also, I don't know about y'all, but it's very tough to get a ghost on videotape. Just saying.
That's because they don't exist. But anyway,
don't say that to MJ.
MJ is a resident Miles.
MJ has like a special vacuum cleaner in the other room.
I just got crystals, baby.
Well, anything else with that one? Should we go on to season?
I think we hammered that one out pretty well.
Yeah, go on to season 5 already.
Sorry.
6.
Episode 2.
We're all waiting for season 6.
I can't wait for season 6. I think it's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, I can. So episode 2. What was the flash?
This is confirmed dead.
The 2 divers find the wreckage. That's how the show opens. And then Dan finds Jack, sees the news, and becomes upset, and he doesn't know why.
Yeah,
but he does know why. He puts it together, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's see. Daniel Faraday bag. Okay. He's talking to okay, so we also get introduced to like 2 other characters that we don't know much about yet, right? So he's talking to George on the comm.
Yeah.
And then there's another, I think there's a female that he talks to as well regarding like the experiment that he's running.
Yeah, so, shoots the rocket.
Yeah. So we have those names flopping around.
Yeah.
And somebody asked, was it Locke? Who did you get your orders from? And he's like, I got them from Walt.
Yeah, taller Walt.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so they do use him, don't they? Even though obviously we keep hearing that it's because the actor didn't look right anymore, but they still use him. But they had a funny angle they tried to minimize the change.
They actually said, was it in episode 2 that he's taller?
Yeah,
he's like Walt, but he was taller.
Yeah, but he was Walt, he was taller. Juliet and Saeed making nice. I was very hesitant about that, but they were playing nice with each other.
Juliet and Saeed.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to know how many guns do you have left, because he needed to get some guns, I guess. Dan, rescuing you and your people isn't the primary objective. I'm like, what? Wasn't that supposed to be the primary objective? And then, okay, so we meet Miles. Okay, the Miles plays possum and puts a gun on Jack and Kate. Asks where Naomi is, the woman you killed. He says to Kate. And then they stated, all 324 passengers were found dead on the Oceania. Miles is a Ghostbuster. Miles is a medium as soon as he pulled out the vacuum cleaner. And then I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get conned again. There's going to be another con in here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. The show's going to con us.
Yeah. I'm buying into these new characters, and I know something is going to go wrong, or something is going to be revealed that wasn't intended to be revealed.
There are certainly things about these characters we don't know yet from these episodes. Yeah.
We do see that Miles is not really an honest guy from the way he uses the money with the grandma. He's like, oh, it's double, and then he actually just takes the drug money and he's like, well, it's a refund now.
Yeah, so he's actually using the dead to steal the dead's money.
Yeah, he's not an honest character though.
Yeah,
but he does have genuine abilities. So I mean, his woo abilities are genuine.
He's the real deal of woo.
He is the real deal. Yeah.
And then we get introduced to Charlotte, and Charlotte is on a dig. So we have a physicist, a medium, and an archaeologist, and she's in Tunisia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's on a dig, and we see this big bone structure, and I'm like, God damn, it's a polar bear.
Not only is it a polar bear, but it was a
Dharma.
A Dharma bear
unearthed that was thousands of years old and has a Dharma collar on it.
Right? Yeah. My God. Okay, so here's a major question that I have. How much time has passed in the real world from the crash until the wreckage was found?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Looking at the body decomposition, it doesn't look like it was relatively soon. It looks like they've been in the water for quite a while.
Well, on the island, they say it's 90 days, like 3 months or so.
Yeah, that could be about right.
So I don't know. I don't know what an underwater body looks like after 3 months, but
kind of puffy.
You know, go look it up. You can
I'll go check the bog out behind the manor and just
Roger's got some people buried back there.
Like you can tell if there's lichen and underwater sea creatures grow up, mollusks or whatever. Like you can tell by how they design the set as to what the look should be. Do you know what I mean? They're not the people that created the show aren't dumb. Like they do things intentionally. Maybe not season 6, but but I personally, I think that wreckage has been there for a while, more than 90 days. Way more than 90 days.
Well, there is a hint that time is skew with on the island anyway from Dan's experiment.
You don't say.
Yeah.
But
he does.
We know. Okay, then we find out about the pilot, Frank. Ben shot Charlotte. Ben shows up, shoots Charlotte. She has a vest on.
Good thing for Charlotte.
Why is she wearing a vest? She's an archaeologist?
Because Locke is on the island and they had to prepare.
Okay. Okay. J. Kate, Saeed, Juliet find the helicopter. Naomi. What? Tall, dark, John Wick fringe dude. That must be the attorney. Was he in John Wick or Fringe?
That's Lance Reddick. And he was in what was that movie?
John
Wick. Yeah, okay. He was in all kinds of
things. Hotel.
Oh, the lawyer guy?
Yeah.
The lawyer guy who's not really a lawyer. Yeah.
He was also a major actor in Fringe.
Yeah, he was major guy in Fringe.
He was in Fringe. Okay.
And a lot of other things.
I like him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Minkowski. That's the other one. So Regina and Minkowski. Those are the two names that keep popping around that we don't know who they are. Okay.
But they're on the boat, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know they're on the boat.
That's what they're saying. Yes. The medium. Okay, and then I wrote down the medium can see if Charlie is dead. Right? If he's like really dead.
Oh, you're saying that as a question mark?
Yeah, like he could, if he wanted.
I mean,
to.
he could, but we know Charlie's dead. I mean, there's no mystery there.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's
island. We don't know.
He literally talked to Hurley and said, "I'm dead."
I don't believe it. I don't. Okay, so then we find out that they're here not for the team, not for our survivors, but they're here for Benjamin Linus, who is our Ben.
Yeah.
What?
Somebody's really pissed off at Ben. Imagine that.
Somebody sent a bunch of people to get Ben.
Right.
At this point, we don't know who it is.
Okay, and then Locke asks Ben what the monster is, and Ben doesn't know what he's talking about. Are you kidding me?
I have no idea.
I don't believe it. And then Ben keeps saying that I have a man on the boat. I have a spy on the boat. So,
any ideas?
Who the spy is? Well, I know who it is now. Who's on the boat? Who's going to be on the boat?
Who's the spy?
After he gets off the helicopter. Huh? What?
I'm losing some of this because I think I'm freezing and I'm losing lots of dialogue, which is a shame because I don't know what you're saying.
Wait. It's the woo.
Oh, is that what you said? That's the woo's of the spy on the boat.
It's the woo. No, I mean, okay, so Ben keeps saying, I have someone on the boat. I have someone on the boat. All right. Well, first of all, he didn't name anybody. And then
that's lost
right. And then we know that Saeed is making his way to the boat.
Right.
And you learn in season 3 that they have a much different relationship than what we ever thought was possible.
But that's a future relationship.
Episode 3, you mean?
But episode 3 ends with him in the helicopter with Frank going to the boat. So we're going to find out who's on the boat soon anyway.
Right.
I mean, normally you could just say Ben could be lying about having a man on the boat because he lies about literally everything. But we know he probably does because he knows all about all the people who just showed up. He knows everything.
He knows everything.
So he had to find out that somehow.
Well, no, he didn't know where Naomi was. When they went, where's Naomi? Huh? So that's brilliant.
Right.
Remember
that?
That was against
funny.
the tree.
Yeah, that was.
I was gonna say it's kind of cool because this is the first time we, as an audience, are really on board with Ben telling the truth for the first time. Where now we know, oh yeah, when he said they're not coming here to save you, they're coming here for something else.
But not only was Ben telling the truth, but he was also really scared for the people on the boat to get on the island and successfully start whatever they wanted to start. So he's definitely afraid of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because with him, usually the way he acts these scenes, like you never know if he's lying or not, right? He's just very stoic and he's like, you know what I mean? But for that, he seemed genuinely scared, right?
Yeah. For the first time, he's always been cocky and on top and knowing everything that was going to happen. The people on the boat are massively threatening to him.
Right.
First time in the entire show.
Right. So why? That's I don't know that yet as a first time viewer.
No.
What did Ben do that people want him?
Well, he could have done all kinds of things.
I know.
Because he's the type that does a lot of terrible things.
I mean, the worst
he thinks he needs to do.
We have seen him do something horrendous, which is
murder, basically.
Murder an entire village. He did that.
Murder an entire village, including his best friend.
He can't take full credit because he was a participant.
But they didn't come on the scene until he did it. So he did do the thing, whatever it was that
he did specifically kill his father.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to
kill happy to kill anybody who he thinks will get in the way of whatever his objective is.
Right.
You know, including like those 2 women down in the station. He's just like, well, you've got to get rid of them too. Just kill them.
Yeah.
You know, just casually.
Yeah.
So he can be pretty cold-blooded, Ben.
Mm.
But also he's not completely evil and awful, because he does, I think, genuinely think he is a good guy, right? He thinks that what he's doing is the right thing. Also,
and he cares for Alex. He does care for Alex.
For Alex. He genuinely loves Alex, and that seems obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hitler was a great family man as well.
I was going to say, every bad guy is convinced he's the good guy.
It doesn't necessarily mean anything, does it? He likes Alex. But,
a lot of people are okay with doing very bad things because they think it's.
Well, I'm not saying he's not a bad guy.
But yeah, it's nuanced to a degree.
Why exactly are you defending Ben so much?
No answer.
Spoilers. He ends up being the hero of the show. That would be a great flip. That would, if he ends up being the all-time hero of the show. MJ's like, I wasn't expecting that.
No. I do remember him though.
To come out of Ben's character in the future. But who knows what those could be.
You guys do.
We can all agree he's a git, right? He is a git.
I don't even know what that means.
We need a definition, Britt. What's the definition?
English American translation.
A bastard.
Oh, a bastard. Okay. Yeah.
So Constance said, is the person in the closed casket one of the Oceanic Six?
Could be.
Good question.
Can't answer that.
We don't know.
They know, but we don't.
Seeing Charlie makes it feel like we're still on island. Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a better haircut though.
Yeah, he did.
This one.
Yeah.
Did you? He thought he'd get himself cleaned up.
Gareth, be honest, Gareth. Did you, in that Hurley episode, did you cry when Charlie showed up?
No, I didn't cry.
No, not even a little tear?
I remember being quite upset when he died.
Yeah.
When Charlie died, I think that's quite an upsetting episode.
Yeah.
And kind of also, I think I was getting upset from what I remember in the Greatest Hits one when the show was building up to it and you were kind of expecting it to happen. I think that was a really emotional episode. But when he appears to Hurley, I think it's almost comedic, that scene anyway. So I don't think it's upsetting. I think it's more, it's almost funny in some ways. So yeah, different tone, I think.
Right. Right.
Got anything else on this episode?
And it's Hurley's episode as well. Even him crashing at the beginning is kind of funny, isn't it? The whole, Hurley's backstories are always funny, I think.
So if we go back, just trying to link different things with the show. So if we go back to when Hurley was in the mental institution and they showed the security footage of him and Dave, right?
Mm.
Dave wasn't there because Dave was a figment of his imagination.
Right.
But if Charlie is on the videotape.
Well, he wasn't on
the videotape.
Yeah. He was kind of off screen. It's implied that he's there, but he's not in the tape.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not on the videotape.
So they actually didn't show him on the videotape. They showed like a wide angle of Hurley just looking and
he might not be.
Yeah.
He might not appear anyway because he is dead. I mean, he is a ghost, right?
But the other guy does see.
I'm not buying it.
The only reason we know that he's not in Hurley's head is because the other crazy guy goes, "Hey, look at that."
But that might be whatever's happening taps into crazy people.
I think it's more likely that guy's in a mental hospital because he probably can see dead people. And that probably drove.
Maybe it was a collective hallucination.
I think
maybe Hurley's a medium.
We could all have theories, but I think what the show is trying to tell you is that this is legitimately a ghost, which would be consistent.
I'm not buying it.
But
the rest of the show.
But it's the show's also trying to confuse the viewer as well.
And they're doing a very damn good job of that.
Because I don't know that it does get answered that Charlie can be seen off the island. I don't know if that ever gets answered.
Okay.
Well,
So, don't know. It could be my memory, but I think it might be the
What
show.
do you think the story is MJ? If you don't buy it,
The what? What I don't
With
think
Charlie.
I don't think Charlie's dead. I don't think Charlie's dead.
Okay.
I think that the island has still his hooks, the hooks in Charlie, whatever. We'll see. I have, 3 full seasons left, so we'll see.
the hooks of woo.
Yeah. I'm not buying
Well,
it.
technically, if the Black Smoke could grab the pilot and throw him around, or Echo and throw him around, technically the Black Smoke could go into the water and rescue Charlie as well.
Oh, you mean the black smoke that Ben doesn't know anything about?
What, the black smoke is
knows
Superman
everything
now?
on the
I don't
island.
think that.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, I do know, but I don't know at this point.
All right, let's get to the best episode of the 3. Can we?
The Economist.
The episode 3 of season 4 was the best in my opinion. I loved it. Loved it.
Why?
It was a good episode, but yeah, why?
It was so good because of Saeed's post-oceanic life experience.
Right.
Um,
You liked all that stuff.
love it.
I felt a little sad about it because Saeed can't escape a life of violence. Whatever he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
I
because
think there's a part of him that identifies with it too, though.
Yeah, it sits well with his conscience, doesn't it? It's like there's a lot in the show that kind of says that he wrestles with it, but I think you're right, MJ, that he doesn't wrestle with it as much as he'd like to wrestle with it.
When he's in it, he's comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I think he's made peace with this is a section of my life of who I am, and he embraces it. I mean, the golf course scene said it all to me. And that was just magnificent with the sprinklers going off. Magnificent.
Oh yeah.
I loved it. That was cinematic genius. All right. So how does 3 start? Let me see. Okay.
It starts like that, and the loss going across like that.
Yeah.
It starts
at the golf ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we don't know why he shot that guy. I mean, we kind of have an idea.
As soon as he said who he was, that guy's like, oh,
yeah.
And
why
don't worry about the money. I'm just
why is everyone's reaction in the modern world like that when they hear about the Oceanic 6? Why?
We
don't know that yet.
Fair, if you found out on the news that everyone on a plane crash died, and then you find out actually, seemingly 6 survived, maybe it would be a little like of a situation. I don't know, especially if you met him in real life.
And I think in this case, the suggestion is on the golf course is that guy knew a lot more about it than a normal person would.
Yeah.
Which is probably why he's a target.
That guy was on Ben, a list of Ben's.
Yeah.
Right? And so that guy probably.
So it means he's a threat to Ben.
One of the Oceanic 6 has some connection to Ben.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so is that woman. She was a threat to Ben as well.
Right.
Yeah. Although it's not really that woman, it's that woman's boss. So we don't really know what the deal is.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
And then we did see a softer side of Saeed, which was nice.
Right before he murdered the girl he was in bed with.
You have to do what
we should just stay in bed and not kill each other.
He tried to tell her to get away. He tried to say
he's a nice guy.
She shot him first.
He's the best kind of assassin, isn't he?
He's a 00 Saeed. That's what he is.
Ooh.
00 Saeed.
Yeah. I love it.
Maybe he's gonna be the next Bond.
Kind of got back to how he was with Shannon there for a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
John, why did I write John? I never write John. I should have just wrote Locke. It threw me for a loop.
I noticed that since Locke has been calling everyone by their first name, I'm starting to call them by their first name too.
I didn't even realize I did it. I'm reading and I'm like, who the hell is John? And I'm like, oh, it's Locke.
He's influencing us beyond the screen. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So John notices the powder again on the ground. And I'm like, all right, what's the deal with the powder? Last season, I thought it was gunpowder, but now I think it's something else. And it has to do with the cabin and Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll reserve my theories for a future date.
Oh, you don't want to tell us now?
No.
Oh, no. Bummer. No. Okay. Okay.
And then her employer. Okay. So the lady, the spy that Saeed was entangled with, she said her employer is old fashioned because he uses a beeper. And I actually thought, I'm like, Jacob? Because Jacob is old fashioned, and that came out last season where he
Jacob would use a carrier pigeon. Let's face it.
I know, but I'm saying in the scale of things, if you use a beeper, that's right up there with the dial-up telephone,
Oh, because they didn't want any technology in the cabin.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
He just doesn't want any technology. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
MJ's now got Jacob in your head. So,
the what?
So you've now got Jacob in your head. So that's what the show wants.
Jacob is very metaphysical woo-woo. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, and then we have the mention of Regina Minkowski. The experiment to fire the payload never made it to the beacon, but then towards the end of the episode, it makes it toward the beacon, and it's a minute. Is it a minute off or an hour off?
No, it's like a half hour.
Yeah. So there's a skip in. There's a riff in time.
And it's not good.
No, it's not.
No. He's not happy about this.
Yeah. And Saeed and Charlotte and Dan get in the helicopter and they're leaving the island. They got specific instructions to
Charlotte doesn't go.
Follow
Charlotte
I thought Charlotte was on there. Oh no,
they take Naomi's body.
Yeah.
But Charlotte's still with Locke. Oh no.
The trade-off was for Naomi. Right. Okay. Yeah. And then they got specific instructions to follow the directions and do not veer off the course. Because if you do, you're going to land up probably in another time riff or another dimension or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I think
like that.
Play with you.
Yeah, I think there's a suggestion that you just go back to the island again if you don't do it properly.
I don't know.
I don't think he specified what the reason is.
No, he just said whatever you do.
The first time, that's what you're supposed to think, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Scooby-Doo when they're trying to tell you, whatever you do, don't go down that way. Make sure you don't go down that way. But I loved this episode simply because of the last 2 minutes. I mean, come on. With Ben? I'm like this.
What? Ben? Saeed working with Ben?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
catching up Saeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they badly disguise Ben's voice at the end, so you're like not supposed to know immediately that it's him.
Yeah.
Did you?
Who do you think was going to be in there, MJ?
And where?
When Saeed went into the back of the vet to get stitched up.
Oh, I had no idea. I'm just thinking to myself, well, it is typical for mobs and crime bosses to employ vets to stitch up because there's no medical records and vets have the medical technology. That's where my head's going. So I'm not thinking of who is this new person that they're bringing in.
Yeah.
I had no expectation.
I didn't think we expected it to be a character that had been in it before. Yeah. I thought we were just going to see a vet.
Because actually, I think that happened in the first John Wick, where John went to a vet to stitch up the bullet holes in his body.
I think that's a common.
Veterinary office because they have
was it Ben? Did Ben stitch him up?
But yeah, so
I still haven't seen John Wick, so I don't know.
No, I haven't yet. I need to see it.
Don't.
Well, we kind of skipped related to that scene. What we kind of skipped over was. Sorry, were you going to say something, Gareth? Or did I?
No.
Okay. What we kind of skipped over was when Saeed is on the island and he discovers the hidden room behind the bookcase.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He goes back to his room and he finds all those suits, the luggage, that whole pile of passports, right? Which which I zeroed in when they did show the one passport.
Yeah, with the different name.
Yeah. Did you see the name?
I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but I know.
Yeah, they showed him on one of the passports, which was Dean Moriarty, which I assume
Moriarty.
is the island of Dr. Moreau, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, so we learned there before that, I think we had only ever seen Richard, and it seemed like Richard and Ethan were like the what do you call them? The emissaries or whatever with the
ones that are going on
world, right?
Representatives.
But now we're learning there that Ben actually apparently goes off island all the time. It goes everywhere, all over the world, right? So and then we see him, with the with Saeed.
And he's like an international asshole who travels.
He's an international man of mystery.
Yeah. And his decor in his little bungalow reflect that. Very anthropomorphic, very world religion. I think he had a star map around all of the different African masks. So yeah, he's very in touch with the woo from around the world.
So somebody that is very easily, right, leaving the island all the time, yet is forcibly keeping all these people from leaving it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he must have his reasons.
We'll see. And I did like that Sawyer and Kate had a little reconnection because Kate was being held in that little rec room or whatever.
Yeah.
And Sawyer's there watching over, and he says to Kate, he's like, I'm not leaving. I got nothing back there for me. And he's like, what do you have back there for you? You have handcuffs waiting for you.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And she did not go back. She stayed. She stayed with with Team Locke. Yeah. And when Jack finds out that Kate stayed, that's true. Juliet who? Yeah, he was just worried. He missed Kate already. And she was gone.
But that was a real scene of Sawyer letting himself be vulnerable, right? When she's like, we can't play house here forever. And he's like, why don't we try?
Yeah.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? And like, not usually something he'd do, right? Normally Sawyer would be like, well, go ahead then,
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I thought that was well done, and it brought a different. Those little micro scenes bring more weight to, I think, the episode of the character. The weight between the characters and their relationship. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, some characters are definitely evolving and changing, including Hurley, I think, because I mean, just recently you've seen Hurley go from being just the comic relief guy, and I think for a long time that's basically what he was, the comic relief guy, to being, still the comic relief guy, but also a serious character.
Yeah,
and he's moving the plot along as well. He saved them with the van.
Right.
He's making decisions and like telling the group why they should be thinking about Charlie and all that. So he's doing lots of things that are much more leadership kind of heavy.
Yeah. I am noticing. Noticing the evolution of his character more this time around. You know what I mean? Something it's just leaving more of an impression on me. And I mean, he was the comic relief, but he's also he was a real wimp in the beginning, and I mean, he was, right? He was really wimpy, and it's really like, he's taken some ownership over his own life, and he's like telling people off, and it's like, no, I'm not doing that.
So right? Dave, do you think he's more badass now then, Dave?
He's definitely more badass.
Really in the same sentence.
So Brandy would like him more. You know what you're saying?
Yeah, Brandy would love him. That's a little is this thing on inside joke.
I wouldn't say he's necessarily more. Well, I don't think he was really a wimp before. I'd say he's maybe more self-motivated a little bit, because even in the beginning, I mean, he also created that golf course thing. He was very much about taking care of others, and now he's kind of thinking about himself too. Yeah. Since Charlie died, he's like, all right, maybe he's thinking, I'm on my own now. I don't have my best friend anymore.
Yeah, he was always the kind of the device that was used to put in light stuff in the episodes. Yeah. But I think they did spend quite a long time talking about his relationship with food, which probably gave like that kind of impression to Dave about his character. They did that for quite a while. So he was like a slave to food, which I think was not really necessarily what they wanted to do with Hurley, but they seemed to do that for a while. Mm-hmm. And now obviously that's not a thing anymore. Now he's definitely much more sort of proactive and more, he's got more agency and certainly people would trust him more and all that sort of stuff.
Well, he's certainly set in as being one of the major characters of this show who just by him being there kind of changes the show. I mean, he's a necessary part of the show. Yeah. And
obviously the Oceanate Six as a group of 6 people that move to a different kind of plot is important as well.
As a side note, because I was just watching.
Me too, Constance. Me too.
Yeah,
I'm still not convinced.
I was just like the whole time. I'm like, I
don't. Sorry.
She doesn't like it either.
No,
we get it. We get it.
Don't get Olive started on side working with Ben.
Yeah.
So I watched that last 23 minutes this morning at like 6 o'clock, and I was just drinking my coffee, and I'm like, all right, let's finish watching Lost for tonight. And because the intensity of that scene, I thought honestly it was a flashback. I thought it was a flashback.
You thought Saeed was working for Ben the whole time?
I'm like, my God, Saeed has been working for Ben. That's why I was like, oh my God, he's been working for Ben the whole time. He's the spy that's going to be on the boat. Oh my God, this is mind bending. Yeah, and I kind of wish they wrote it like that now.
Interesting. Okay.
And I kind of wish they wrote it like that now because it wasn't a flashback. It was the flash forward, and somehow they're both off the island, and somehow Saeed is working for Ben for whatever reason. Yeah.
Well, we do know that Ben said, I have presently got a spy on the boat when Saeed was on the island. So it couldn't have been Saeed.
I know, but I'm thinking
he's really good at swimming when nobody's looking.
Going back and forth.
This show puts viewers, especially first-time viewers, on such a swivel with time hops. It's tough to keep stuff straight sometimes.
Yeah.
That would have been epic if Saeed would have been working for Ben
this whole time.
I think we do have to remember that this is MJ's first time. It's harder for her to keep track of all these different timelines.
But I do remember when I first saw episode 3. I do remember rather than going wow when Ben was revealed, I went hey. So there was a hold on a minute moment rather than a hey minute moment.
Yeah.
Well, I remember as soon as like his disguised voice came up. Oh, I'm like, oh, it's Ben. Of course he's working for Ben. Of course it had to be Ben,
No, because I don't
pulling
think
all
it's
the
consistent.
strings.
I mean, I can't remember the reason, to be honest, but I don't at the moment. I'm going, why would Saeed do that? So I don't know. I mean, he's got something over Saeed, doesn't he? But I can't remember what it is.
Well, because Saeed is working for the protection somehow of his friends.
Yeah.
We don't know what their situation is or why. There's just, as MJ said, there's just too big of a gap that we don't know what happened in between.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Ben does make a comment. That's what Mike's referring to.
He does.
A comment right at the end about him protecting.
Yeah, he does.
His friends. So we just don't know what capacity that is yet.
Yeah, we don't know how or why or anything. Yeah. So much. Yeah.
But sometimes I don't know. Sometimes people like Damon Lindelof and J.J. Abrams. Sometimes they like an idea and they put it in, even if they've got to rewrite loads of stuff or change lots of things to make sure that makes sense. And I don't know if that's going to be the case. I can't remember. Do you know what I mean? It's like
I remember
come back.
I remember having all of those questions the first time I was watching these early episodes of this season, trying to predict, okay, how do they get from here on the island to the position where they are in the flash forwards? And I think after it all plays out, I don't know that you could have predicted it. I don't know how you could, because it's just too much that you don't know.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
There's too much yet to come.
Yeah.
Well, also when Ben says you're protecting your friends, now that we know that Ben was pretty much one of Saeed's mortal enemies, so then it's like, well, okay, what counts as a friend now? Because if he's working with his enemy, you know.
Yeah, right. Because allegiances have changed to some extent.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Because you think that you would think that Saeed would have to protect his friends from Ben, right? Because Ben has been the big bad this whole time.
The big bad.
Yeah.
But it turns out there could be a big worse bad.
Whoever it is that he's frightened of from the boat.
Right.
I mean, there are several constants throughout the show, and no pun intended. And
there's one constant,
and she's in the chat.
but that is one of them. That right is constantly having friends turn into friends turn into feeling betrayed, and friends turning into enemies, and enemies turning into allies, and it's
it's an island
but
full
also
of enemies.
But I will say, just bouncing off what I said a minute ago, I do think there's a constant will from the people writing it to keep twisting things, turning things over. You know, we'll do this now, we'll do that now, and up to this point, it's all worked beautifully.
Yeah. I feel like I'm Joe as a viewer, you know. It's all the same ingredients, but this week let's make, a bread. This week let's make a pizza crust. This week let's make something else. Like it's always transmuted.
Great, now I'm hungry.
Something. Sorry.
I have some
fried chicken tonight. But you also have to remember is that when you guys watch this for the first go around or whatever, you had the benefit of the gap in between. Right, you had the week in between, and I'm just going, boom, one episode, boom, another episode, boom, another episode, and I'm like,
I think it's better that way.
Frankly. Yeah, you're getting well, no, because there's no benefit to
my brain hurts.
Literally wondering what the hell's going on for that time,
I know, but it's a lot to process because you're like, wait, what just happened?
It's like a less annoying version of 24 when all his family members ended up being bad guys.
I didn't see 24.
I didn't see 24 either.
Yeah.
24, the first couple seasons were good, and then I just bailed on it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Why? Was it not? Did it just go bad, or what's the deal?
I think Keeper was getting in trouble. I think he was getting the DUIs and stuff like that. Weird. It got weird.
I know I have all the DVD box sets though, because my parents watched it.
I mean, it's worth a watch. It's interesting if you like that stuff. But
I have to see it just to see what Constance is talking about.
I think Constance is behind this whole thing. I think she's on the boat.
Just kidding.
Probably.
She's the big bad.
Yeah.
Do you actually? Question for MJ. We have to remain poker face, but do you have any idea about who the big bad is that Ben's frightened of?
I still think Penelope's dad has something, but I don't know what. But I do think Penelope's dad, because Penelope's dad made like 2 brief appearances in like 2 episodes, enough to make a memorable character, enough to know that he has a lot of money, enough to know that he has some type of fascination with some elements on the island because he has a huge oil painting of a polar bear in his office. So, money brings opportunity. You can find anything. You can find any bit of information with the amount of resources and money. So I think he's got something to do with it, but I don't know for sure.
And he's such a dick.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe he's played by the guy from Neighbours, Alan Dale. It's so funny. Did I send you a clip? I was going to send you a clip of him in Neighbours. I didn't do that yet, did I?
Probably
because
not.
You guys haven't heard of Neighbours, but it's just
I could,
so
if
funny.
I watched Neighbours, I'd just be like, "It's that bastard," and I could seriously as a character.
I could see Ben being a little dweeb and having some type of a riff with Penelope's dad for some reason. Especially if he has all this money, all these passports to travel. You know, what's Ben doing when he's leaving the island? Where's he going? He has opportunity. He has money. What is he doing? So,
did anyone see what country the passports were from?
Well, it looks like he was just from all over. So
yeah,
he could pretty much just go anywhere as anybody.
There's quite a lot of passports, wasn't there? It was like a whole bunch.
He had tons of different. He had tons of stacks of money.
At least
it was twice as many as I have. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And Mike's an international man of mystery. So.
Right.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. True. You know,
his name's not really.
Oh, that's a lot of trips to the DMV. That's pretty good. Pretty impressive.
Mommy's Ghost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know. It's not time yet, Ben. Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, there's something. We're not done with Penelope, and we're not done with her dad. I know that. But I don't know in what way.
Well, as long as Desmond is around, you're never going to be done with Penny.
Can I just say Desmond in season 4 is super hot? Just saying. Very easy on the eyes. I'm very pleased when Desmond is in camera. I'm like Desmond's a good dude.
Is he hotter than in season 3?
Yes. His hair's better and he's tanner. Yeah.
Oh.
Celeste can't believe it because she thought he was so hot in season 3 by sound.
Brother.
Didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess the island just makes people hotter the longer they're there.
Yeah.
Unless you're Ben, but everybody else.
Yeah. But yeah, Ben's protecting something. He's protecting the island. He knows what when he denied knowing the smoke monster deal, that's a total flat out lie. Ben knows. He knows. He's just not saying anything. He knows the ins and outs of the island, and he's protecting the woo-woo properties of the island from the people that would want to exploit it, inhabit it, turn it into a tourist trap, something like that. I think that's where Ben is at right now. He wants to protect the island and keep it intact. Yeah, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think his ways, his ends, how does it go? Means to an end, maybe nasty and horrible, but I think for what he thinks is the greater good of the island.
The means of the many outweigh the means of the few. No, hold on. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. If to quote
or the
Spock.
one.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't want it to become a place on a map. He wants it to remain need to know basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, do you have any theories about what Locke's intents are? Because like he wants to stay on the island. He doesn't want the island to be found. But do you think he has an ulterior motive?
At this point in time, I don't think so. I think that he wants to keep the island intact as well. Mm-hmm. I think that his healing journey has fueled his faith in whatever, magical properties the island has. And I think he's buying and eating what Ben is selling, and Jacob.
Yeah, he's also, his mission at the moment is to meet Jacob, isn't it?
Yeah.
He wants to know more. He wants to know more, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking sometimes he kind of reminds me of the Nazi lady from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, when she's like asking the alien to just know everything. And she's just like, I want to know everything. Mm-hmm. She has that same intensity as Locke sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I think Locke, he has a destiny. And I think he wants more information about what that destiny actually is. He thinks he's the chosen one, but he doesn't know exactly what to do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the reasons he wants to see Jacob so much, because he wants an answer to what his mission actually is,
Right.
and why he's actually here. He wants to know what his destiny actually is.
Right.
I love that. You said Jacob. You didn't just say Jacob. You went Jacob.
And I think Walt has something to play in it because he had a nice little kumbaya session with Walt. You know, like Walt reinforced what Locke was already thinking and feeling. So it'll be interesting how it all plays out. But right now, I think Locke is in alignment with Ben. Will that change down the road? I don't know. It could.
I completely forgot to say something.
Oh, you look like you just had an epiphany.
I did. No, I just forgot to say something. I can't remember if it was in episode 2 or 3. This is unrelated. So if you have anything to say, go.
No, go on. We want to know now. You know what you're saying.
Okay. I was just gonna say I'm completely dissatisfied with how they used Vincent. With
that was a very dangerous position that Locke put Vincent in.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also listen, when Locke's team decide let's go, and you see Vincent on a leash with Hurley, like, really, you've been lost on an island for 90 days, and you're gonna use a leash on the dog? I don't know, but yes,
it would have looked worse.
They didn't think he would go with Locke otherwise.
True. Yeah.
I'm curious.
If you're going to put a leash on someone, I'd rather it was on Vincent. I'm just saying.
The what?
If you're going to put a leash on someone, I'd rather it was Vincent.
Put it on Ben.
He did have a leash for most of the episode, actually.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what the next episodes are going to bring with, we have the 2 different sides of the island, and now we have the 6 off the island, and having all of that blend in together, and who's on the boat. Where's the hell, are we going to see what's on the boat? Are we going to meet the people on the boat? The helicopter has to land somewhere,
And who's the spy as well?
Right.
Find out who the spy is.
Right. Are there more cast members?
There's a lot. I actually don't know if there's any major cast members. I can't remember, but there's a lot that happens to come. Yeah.
There's an actor coming who always plays the same thing, and he plays that thing in this. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but he's about to appear soon.
Is that a spoiler?
Not really, because I'm so vague with what I said. That's really vague. But
he's typecast, is what you're saying.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
He appears soon.
If Desmond is your hottest guy, this character is my hottest guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are we talking about the same person? I hope we're talking about the same person.
I have no idea who she's talking about.
Okay, good. Do we remember how soon we find out who the spy is?
I think it's pretty soon.
What are the next episodes, Dave?
So the next one is Eggtown, which is Kate centric. So kind of flash forward what we get there. Then there's The Constant, which The Constant, the famous episode that's just Desmond centric,
which is one of the best episodes of the whole show. I think
of television.
I think I've heard.
Of television. Yeah.
And then
the other woman, which is Juliet centric.
God, I have to put up with the Juliet episode.
Are you still anti-Juliet?
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's going to take something massive to change her opinion.
She needs to go. Bye. Bye. You're still here? Why are we still here? Are you still
to see how this unfolds?
Wow.
Are you still trying to repopulate the island or something? Get going.
I can't wait to see MJ coming up.
The only thing that will change her opinion about Juliet is if she end up going with someone else,
What?
That's the only way. The only way that she'll change her opinion is if she ends up with someone else, not Jack.
I just want her gone. I don't want to see her anymore. I don't. She's a nothing burger to me. Nothing burger.
Wow.
Well, you didn't like Kate either in the beginning.
No, and I love Kate now.
So you could totally be on Team Juliet by the end of this season.
She has a lot to prove and a lot to impress me to change my.
I think the actress that plays Juliet actually did something to MJ in real life. I think that's what's going on here.
Probably.
I don't see any other explanation.
Yeah, it's such a strong reaction.
At this point in the show, all right. I mean, we know why she was there. We know, what they were trying to do. The women can't get pregnant. Okay, she's here to try and impregnate people, take samples, blah, blah, blah. So, all right. Now that we're moving forward, does Ben still want to make babies on the island? Like what's going on? Like, what the hell?
I think it's moved on now, I think. But
if it's moved on, then move on from her. We don't need her.
Yeah, she can't possibly do anything else.
I mean, I will give her respect that Saeed was kind of like, making frenemies with her, but other than that,
she's part of the main. She's part of the main group now.
She's not my main group. She's an other Taily for all I care. Nope, don't like
Taily. You don't even like the Tailies. You don't like Bernard.
That's where I put her.
Left.
With Bernard?
She's not in our friend group.
The ones that are still alive, Cindy is still alive from the tail.
Yeah, the tail. Cindy and Bernard.
Although Cindy doesn't care, clearly she's just off with Richard Alpert and all that lot. But yeah, which we've forgotten about. Obviously, there's another part of the island, another part of the plot that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what does MJ think happened with Richard and the other people? What do you think they're up to?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, the guy who played Richard, the fellow who played Richard, whose name I'm forgetting up top of my head, got another job at this point and lost. And so he went onto another show, which ended up being canceled.
Wow!
Oh, really? Is that
really?
So that's why there's no Richard for a while, because he was gone. He was on another show. He had a starring role in another show.
Oh.
Do you remember what the other show is called?
The name of the show, but it didn't last, clearly. And so back to Lost he came.
You have homework, Michael, because I think the rest of us want to check out this show.
Yeah.
But the show.
Yeah, we refuse to look it up. You have to tell us.
Can I just say, I think it would be a bit busy if they had put that in. I think it's doing loads at the minute, and it's not like they're kind of. Sorry, there's like loud music coming from outside my house. It's a bit weird.
Is that Charlie?
We are everybody.
He's alive,
Jacob.
But yeah, I do think. Do you know what I mean? It's like if it would. It's not like it's treading water, it's like there's loads in the episodes. So if they decided to put Richard Alpert in it and that lot, that would be weird. It'd be like, okay, well now you're not getting enough of whatever it is that's happening with the boat or with the helicopter or
Yeah, so I don't know why he hasn't aged. I don't know where they're at or what they're doing.
Can you hear the music?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah. We are everybody.
If I wasn't on the thing, I'd open the door and go, "Oi, what's going on?" My next door neighbour is quite young. Maybe he's got a party going on. But it sounds like it's outside the house, though.
Yeah.
Does it sound like
I'll
a
have to
good
find
party?
it later. They're always good. Parties are parties, right? He knows how to party, this guy. This guy is like, it's very busy.
Sunday night.
Just after the stream, just go out there with your guitar and show them how it's done.
Go out there and sing "We Are Everybody" and see what happens. See how many.
That would be a good way to find friends at a party.
Yeah,
no one out, just yelling "You are everybody" and see who else answers.
Gareth, if you go into like the center or something and you take your guitar and you have like a little hat and you just start playing that song, I wonder how many people would stop because
and then recognize the song.
Yeah,
I'll be able to meet new nerds.
Yeah. I wonder how many people would be like, "Oh,
you should try that out."
It'd be fun. Vlog it.
Some Scottish boy walks past, gives me some money, goes, "There you are, brother."
brother. Cool. All right, guys. I got a jam. I got to make dinner.
All right.
Okay.
Call it a wrap there.
We'll wrap it up.
Namaste, everyone.
All right.
Namaste.
Thanks, everyone.
That was the
we
last
will
thing
catch
you
you
had to
next
say.
time.
I'm so excited for the next episode. I can't wait.
It's gonna be amazing. Can I ask
they're going to be good ones.
hang around for
They're going to be good ones.
Yeah, they are
I need
brilliant.
Tylenol.
This entire season's phenomenal. But yeah, when MJ goes, don't everyone else go for a second. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Namaste.
See you next week.
Namaste.